Married at First Sight, season 20, episode 6, cousins. 6. I'm going to do better next week. So the couples come back from Mexico and OMG, gorgeous apartment. Tori walked in and she was like, the things I can do with this kitchen. And then they go out on the balcony and it was like, gorgeous. And I told my husband, I want us to get a condo, like, in a city where we could just get away for the weekend. Because I'm like, I need something like this, like Tori and the apartment. Like, I love a home where I could just walk out and I'm outside. But ever so often, I want to have that feel of, a luxury and standing outside on the balcony and see all the water and the lights and stuff. So baby dad said he's going to think about it. Okay. Gorgeous apartment. I absolutely love it, my cousin. You're not going to believe what Sean said to Nikki. You're not going to believe it. I can't believe he said it. I can't believe. Okay. So we see Nick and Courtney. So the couples come back, gorgeous apartment. Nick and Courtney, they're sitting down and talking. And he asked her, well, do you like restaurants? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, Courtney, I'm tired of you talking, girl. You talk too much. It's too much, girl. Don't no man like the woman that talk like that so much, okay? So then we see Michelle and Cameron. They talked about, oh my God, it's 13 hours flight from Mexico. It's not worth it. This is not Africa, okay? He said he enjoyed hanging out with her at the airport and talking and stuff like that. He said he's looking forward to living together and he's feeling strongly about her. He's never lived with a woman, which is good. You probably came from a nice Christian home. That's wonderful. Cameron. Then we see Tori and Felipe, the apartment, the kitchen, the stove. Like, yes, I want something like that in my life. Okay. Tori said they haven't done the do. I don't believe it. I think they did it on the honeymoon. That night, the last day, I think they did it. But anyways, honey, okay, maybe Tori, he's not, Felipe is not attracted. Like, he doesn't make your pants get wet, okay? He don't, nothing tingles, nothing, say nothing. Okay, I believe you, girl. So then we go over to Nikki and Sean, and this is going to call her crazy. I'm like, Sean, I know you know better. Sean, I know you know not to call no black woman difficult and I just can't. I can't. So before that, we see them, they come in the apartment and they're sharing a drink and he's running his lips. She goes over to sit on the couch and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So then she said they had a conflict at the airport. And she says to him, I think it's more you than me. She said he was nasty and he called her crazy. And she said from the time she told him she was not physically or sexually attracted to him, he's been extremely nasty towards her. And I'm like, Sean, you have to be a dum-dum to think Nikki was attracted to you. And that's what I'm saying, that I really do appreciate her trying to make this work. But men do not like to be rejected. That's Mr. Explanation in my book, 23 Types of Guys. They just can't understand why you're not interested and why you're not sexually attracted to them. And I'm like, Sean, look at yourself in the mirror, okay? Just look at yourself in the mirror, okay? And you have on a robe. Did you wash your funky? Anyways, they're going back and forth. And he was like, but you're standing over me. And that's why I call you crazy, because you say you was crazy. No, as a black man, Sean, and your mama, Queen Victoria, I know she's shamed. I know Queen Victoria, your mama, is shamed and hiding her face in fat because you know not to call no black woman hard, difficult, and talk about, well, I was just saying it yesterday because you say you was crazy. No, Sean. You know not to say that. You know not to do that. How dare you call her crazy as a damn near 50-year-old black man? You know better. But you probably think you're a woman, so I don't know. She says, well, can you sleep on the couch tonight? And he agrees. And he's going to go in there in the morning and get his stuff out the closet, his underwear. She's like, I want you coming in here in the closet, rattling through the guy. He's like, take your stuff out the closet. He's like, I'm not taking my shoes out the closet. What happened to the 2 bedrooms? Didn't they used to, in every season up to last season, if I remember, they had 2 bedrooms. So now the couples only have 1 bedroom. No, you need 2 bedrooms. This is another reason why I need to move, okay? I need to move, okay? Granted, we do get a guest. We have a guest room. I would put my husband out, like, guest room, especially the way he started coughing and hacking and farting. No, go to the guest room, Mike. Go to the guest room. The couples need 2 rooms. I think sometimes couples need to have a little break from each other and kind of break from each other and not being around. But I am so very disappointed in Sean that he called her crazy. So then we go over to Marissa and Adam, and they're playing around, and he's shaving. And I am really liking them. I'm liking them, but I'm like, it's like a ticking time BOMB. Because you know the stuff is about to hit the fan. You know it. So then we see Nikki and Nick and Courtney, and he challenged her to a wall sit. She won, of course. She's a bodybuilder. She won. We go over to Nikki and Sean, and I was like, Pastor Cal? I thought it was Pastor Cal. I will see if I can get a picture of him in the gray suit. He does look real handsome. You know, I love a man that can wear a suit. I don't know if Sean can wear a suit yet, but I have to see him in a suit. He talks about how Michelle Obama was Barack Obama's boss at first, and they had to learn how to revolve. Her being a lawyer, him being a lawyer, they being president, him being president is 2 different sons. And that there are 2 sons. There's only one. Okay? There's only one son, honey. Get it right. In your marriage, ladies, there's only one son. And y'all got to decide who is the SUN. My husband is the SUN. I am the moon, and I get my reflection from the sun. So if 2 people, well, we know Sean and Nikki, they're not going to work out anyways. Okay, they're just not. They're fighting for power, and you know, usually you let the man lead, but that's not who they matched her with, child. Even though she said in episode 5 that she's been like a spiritual leader, like, you know, pastor and all. But I just, you know, they're just struggling trying to make it. It's like, you know, in episode 5, she said, it's like he's trying to one-up her. And I don't like people that try to one-up me. Okay. And Sean is not confident in who he is in a man, is why he's trying to one-up him, and you're fighting for leadership positions. She's probably have to lead because you're not really showing leadership skill, and you're extremely feminine and effeminate. And she sees that, and she's just not going to sit back and take the driver's seat and let you take control, because that's what happens in marriage, right, ladies? And I'm going to stop right here. Marry a man who you can sit back and let him drive. I remember that's one of the feelings I wanted when I was dating for marriage. I was like, I want to meet my husband. He takes me out of the driving seat of my life, put me in the passenger seat, pull my seat back, and just let me relax with my foot sticking out of the window. I remember wanting that feeling. Even though I hate my husband's driving. That's the only thing I hate about him. I cannot. He drives like an old man. He said, but I've never had an accident. Okay. And sadly, Nikki and Sean, they're fighting for power and they're fighting for position. But Sean is obviously not realizing that he's not manly and he's not masculine. He's like beta. And that's why it's so hard for women, especially Black women, to like Nikki, not only Nikki, but you know, I have just a regular average social service job. but it was still very difficult for me to find to meet a man that I could really submit to, respect, honor, adore, and trust, and turn my life over to. There's absolutely nothing that I'm worried about. Oh, if I can't trust my husband or turn my life over to. And I think that is so important in marriage. And unfortunately, Nikki doesn't have that. And unfortunately, Sean is not realizing. Okay, cousins, I have to go. I have to love you. I adore you. Let me know what you think. I'll be in the comments today. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Make sure you watch the second half of episode 5. If you didn't see that, watch that second half and let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. Bye.